Yo, what's up, Comfy Gang? I really didn't want to have to make another one of these videos, but I guess for the second time this year, I just kind of let myself go and basically did jack shit. And I promise this is the last time that this is gonna happen because I do sort of have a plan to stop doing this. But what exactly happened was I was basically being fairly productive at the beginning of the week, but for some reason I just kind of burnt was kind of feeling burnt out and had a momentary lapse in self-control. And you know, it's not like I was watching YouTube or anything or playing video games, but it's more that I basically got into this like frenzy of collecting drum samples, which is like something, and like music software and just all these sort of things, like organizing my music setup, which might sound productive at first, but in reality it's all really pointless because I'm not actually making music. But it's bad because I basically spent maybe 3 or 4 days just scrolling through the internet looking for drum samples, and I basically did that all day, all night, and would basically sit at my computer all day looking for samples and then eat, go back to my computer, and was basically in a trance. And like 3 or 4 days basically just vanished. So I think that kind of shows two things. And one is that I sort of have that, whatever it is, pathological, addictive personality that sort of inclines me towards being neat. I definitely have that capability within myself, and that's something that needs to be addressed. And two is that, you know, addiction will take any form that it can. It's not like addiction is just addiction to one thing. Usually it's more that the addiction is the disease in itself, not the addiction to something. So if you, let's say, stop playing video games, you stop watching YouTube, which is what I did, where I cut everything off by blocking it with a piece of software on my computer, then my brain basically just looked for other things to do compulsively. And while I was doing this, I just started listening to podcasts instead, which basically scratched that same itch in my brain. And obviously it's not as addicting. Like if I could choose between watching a podcast and a YouTube video, I'd choose a YouTube video any day, or playing video games. But because those things were blocked, my brain just kind of latched onto that and collecting drum samples sort of, I don't know, gave me that sort of numbing buzz that my brain was craving. And as a result of that, just an incredible amount of time literally just vanished before my eyes. Like it's like I literally blinked and 3 or 4 days had gone by, and this was not productive at all because you really don't need much to actually make music. But I could talk about the whole whatever dumb reasoning about why it's bad, but that's not the point of this video. The point is that this needs to stop happening. And I think probably I've been thinking for like during this period of time, I've been sort of thinking about why it is that I am this way, why it is that I keep falling off the wagon, that I keep being inconsistent in what I'm trying to achieve. And I think that is because I don't have any short-term goals ahead of me, and I don't have any sort of system to keep me accountable. You know, obviously there's the viewers, but it's not like you guys can really force me to do anything, if that makes sense, because it's like I won't care unless I sort of like make a promise to I guess I guess like the viewers and make sort of a pact. This is probably not making any sense, but just let me keep talking for a bit. Basically find a way to, I don't know, use what I have in front of me to make a system where I can hold myself accountable. And yeah, so I think I sort of recall back in high school, even though I hated it, middle school, high school, while I did hate it socially, those were probably the times in my life where I was the most productive, where I got the most work done. And that's because I sort of felt like I had no choice, like I had a gun to my head the whole time and that I had to do well. So I actually did do pretty well during that period of my life. And not only that, but it seemed like there were also sort of different goals, always those short-term goals always set in front of me that would help keep me focused. And I think that's the whole point of school in a sense, is to structure things in a way that you'll eventually get something bigger done. Like first, the first draft, the second draft, the planning phase, and one thing leads to the next, and eventually you have a piece of work done. And all of that accumulates into you learning something much broader, and helps you sort of manage that task of learning something big or accomplishing something big. And I feel like my goals that I set in my New Year's resolution were probably way too big, and my goals in life in general, like what I talked about in the earlier episodes of my NEET Ascension, were way too broad and vague and nebulous. There was nothing in front of me to motivate me. So as a result of that, I continue to fall off the wagon into just uselessness and unproductivity, and not living life as how I would want. So because of that, I am going to make I'm basically gonna set short-term goals for the moment that I think would be achievable. They can't be too easy because I'll end up procrastinating, I guess. They have to be somewhat difficult so that they'll at least force me into action a little bit early on. So for now, I'm gonna try this for two things, and one of those things is the videos. I really want to stop not uploading regularly. I mean, stop taking these like week-long, even 2-week-long gaps sometimes, because I feel like that's eventually where this will head again, and then it'll just be really bad for myself. And so basically make a commitment to make 4 videos a week, even if they're low effort. The point is that I'll make 4 videos a week, and the other goal is that I will upload 4 songs a month about being NEET. At the very least, release some sort of short EP, even if it's complete shit and I have to rush everything at the end. At least just get something out there, because I know that once I start doing something, I will tend to want to complete it, at the very least, and at least try my best in the moment to make it as perfect as possible. And that is obviously very conducive to development and growth. And how will I hold myself accountable? How will I force myself to actually stick to this? And well, as you guys have probably seen in the title, the title wasn't clickbait, and I will be giving out free Nitro if I don't adhere to these goals. And I will probably be experimenting with this with other short-term goals as well. Like, for example, maybe my diet eventually, or something like that. Maybe something like if I don't, I'll think of other things, but basically, for these 2 things, it's like there's 4 weeks in a month. So let's say if I upload 3, 2, or 1 video in 1 week, then I'll be obligated to gift 1 Discord Nitro Classic onto my server and just leave it there for anybody to claim. And this will happen for each week. So if I don't upload 4 videos a week, for 4 weeks straight, then I'm basically forcing myself to, basically burn like, what is like 8 times for $32 on Discord Nitro. And for the music stuff, I'll make it so that if I don't for each song that I don't upload out of the 4, I also owe 1 Discord Nitro classic, which I'll also put on the server. So if I don't upload any songs at all, then I'll basically be forcing myself to upload Discord Nitro 4 times. So in total, that's probably like, at the very least, $64, not including tax. And while that might not seem like a lot, it is a lot for a broke NEET like me. And it's not like I'll be, just spending my parents' money giving this. I do feel guilty when I spend money, so I do e-transfer them usually what I spend. So as a result of that, it will be eating into the little money that I do have, and I probably wouldn't be very happy about that. So I feel like that would be pretty good motivation for me to actually get things done. And if I don't follow through with this, then I want you guys to just, nag the crap out of me. If I avoid Discord because of it, then just spam my comment section telling me to get Discord Nitro. And if I still don't follow through on my word, then just, unsubscribe or something, because that just means that I'm a unreliable piece of shit. And that's basically my plan, is that from this point forward, I'll probably give myself a 1 week head start because it's all new and I don't know how realistic this is. I might adjust things later on as time goes by, maybe make more realistic goals. If 4 songs a month is too hard or 4 videos a week is too difficult. But I think it is doable if I'm being honest with myself, if I just put in the time necessary and, put in the hard work. And also, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. I really do want this to be the last, oh, woe is me, I fell off the wagon type of bullshit video, because it is kind of lolcowish and stupid that I'm not following through on things that I have said that I've done. And I really need to stop just falling off the wagon, because consistency is probably one of the most important things in life, in my opinion. I think, I'm not sure how true this is of everybody who's successful, but I feel like a lot of people who we think are extremely talented are actually just mostly consistent. And I do feel that when I am consistent, I am making huge improvements in my ability to do things. But because I tend to fall into periods like this where I just waste my life away, that really hampers my progress a lot. And if I were to do something for a month consistently, I'm pretty sure that I would just make so much more progress and just be way more productive as a person. So anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. I guess this video will count as one of them for this week. But starting from this week on, if I don't upload 4 videos a week, for each video that I don't upload, I will be dropping Discord Nitro giveaways, whatever, gift packs. What are they called? When you gift it in the comment section, in the text channels on the servers, and they're just there for anybody to claim. I'll basically be doing that. Or if I can't do that, and if I'm mistaken about how that works, and I'll just gift them to people that I know first, and then eventually just random people who can, I guess, vouch for what I'm saying. But anyways, that's all to say, and this is Company signing out.